Hi, this is Chatting Tracks and I'm Robbie. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, me and my friend Andy are doing classic album review where we take an album from the past and take a look with it with a modern eye. Now, I could give you some fancy intro, but I'd rather just get straight into the music and straight into the album because that's what this channel is about. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.
Chatting Tracks. Let's talk music.
Today we're looking at Bad by Michael Jackson, released the 31st of August 1987 on Epic Records. Produced by Quincy Jones, as recorded between 1986 and 1987. It's the follow-up to Thriller from 1982, one of the best-selling albums of all time. It had 5 number ones on it. I Can't Stop Loving You, Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, and Dirty Diana, and sold over 35 million copies and won 2 Grammy Awards. Today, as ever, I'm joined by the wonderful Andy Parker, my partner in crime, and we're going to look at this album and deep dive into it as well. And we should also say as well, it's Michael Jackson's first album that debuted at number 1. So that was the first one that went straight in. So Thriller, apparently, I thought Thriller did it, but it didn't. It had to crawl its way up to the top. It's Bad, went straight in. But off the success of Thriller, you get what happened. And thanks for joining us as ever. And we're going to look at Michael Jackson. We're going to do some pop this week, as we've done Radiohead before. And we've done REM. We've done some indie bands. We thought we'd do a bit of pop. And we're going to do many different styles of albums as we're going, aren't we, mate? So we're just looking at this one this week.
Yeah, a bit of a change of pace.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice because it's something that was around when we were kids as well. So it's always been in the ether, but it's nice to properly dive and look into it. Okay, so we're going to start going through the tracks like we always do, and then we'll talk about the album art and bits and bobs later and the effect it had on us and things like that. So obviously the first track is Bad. Andy, what do you think of Bad as a track? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's a good track. They open the album well with that one. Good. A nice bit of dun, 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 dun. It's great. It's a good start.
I think it's got a great call to attention with that start, like you say. It basically says, right, listen to me because something's happening now, and it drags you in that way. The video is really interesting because you've got the sort of 2 gangs fighting, and I hope this is true. Wesley Snipes said the hardest job he ever had was making Michael Jackson look tough. So that...
You can see why.
Yeah, because when you watch the video, he's got a fight, isn't it? Stuff like that. That's a fantastic quote, that is. But yeah, a really good song. I mean, the program on it's fantastic as well. It's got that lovely sliding. What would you call it? It's like you've got the hi-hat and the snare smashing. You've got that lovely crack. So Bruce Swedien was the engineer of this record. And he's amazing, Bruce Swedien. He's brilliant. There was, from what I read, they used to do 2 versions. They do a demo version at Jackson's house, and then they do a version in the studio. And I'd love to hear the demo versions of like the whole album. I wish they'd do the Bruce Swedien versions of it. I bet it'd be great to listen to. And there was a version that got changed into another song, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But I mean, it's quite an aggressive song for Michael Jackson, isn't it? To start an album, he's basically saying, who's bad?
Yeah, it's definitely a change of pace for him. It's a lot heavier than most of what had come before, but it was of its time. I think he was going through a lot of changes in himself. He was seeing different things in the press about him, and I think he had a lot to say in regards to that.
Yeah.
I think this album really does reflect the way he was feeling about the world around him at the time.
Yeah, and it's definitely a tougher start to an album, isn't it? When you think about it. It's quite it's not, do I say aggressive or do I say it's quite a forceful start to like that dun 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 dun, already that's grabbing you, and then Bad was an expression of the 80s, wasn't it? It was,
of course.
People use bad, or you bad? I'm bad. I mean, like,
I'm bad.
But bad is for good as well, wasn't it? It was kind of one of those double negative type things where it was a reversal.
Bad is good.
Yeah, it's so bad it's good. And it's a fantastic start. It's an interesting song, I think, because it started like we say, it's such an interesting song for him to start with because it is quite a call to attention, and it's quite, it's interesting. The second track on this is my favorite Jackson song of all time. I've got 3. I like, so it's The Way You Make Me Feel this is the second track, which I think is amazing. But I absolutely love Stranger in Moscow as well. They're my 2 favorite Michael Jackson songs. Okay. And I like Ghosts, that big thing he did as well. Anyway, so The Way You Make Me Feel is such an interesting track in the fact that it's got that lovely shuffly with that that you got that rolling rhythm going as well, and it's a call and response kind of rhythm. It sort of calls you in and makes you go back into it as well. And apparently he used to use it on the the Bad tour, and he used it on This Is It rehearsal. So he must have liked the song enough to tour it as well. But I just like the way it has that shuffle. And to me, this is where the album should have started. It should have started with this song, because it's almost a celebrational song of like loving everything and loving somebody. And it would have made more sense to me if he did that to the fans. That's sort of like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I think Bad was the right way to open it. Like you say, it's a statement grabber. Bosh. There you go. Have that. But this is a little bit more like what you might expect from Michael Jackson. It links more with the stuff that came before.
Yeah.
I love this track. I think it's really good lyrically. It's got some lovely music in it. The bit that really throws me off is the guitar mix towards the end. It's all very syncopated. It's difficult to listen to. When I had my headphones on listening to it, I struggled with it. I really did. But as a song, it's really very good. But then I struggled with the whole album in headphones. It's very much a take them off, listen with other people. It's a group experience, not a solo experience album.
What I love as well is you've got that really sort of the drum sound on it is amazing, and it's quite it's in your face and quite aggressive. The drums, that rhythm's going as well, and then you got all that like Michael Jackson doing his vox pops over the top, which is just amazing. But the way you've then got that keyboard the sliding over the rhythm, it kind of then makes it not so serious. It kind of just detaches it and takes it away from it and just says, no, we're just going to slide around a little bit and have a bit of fun, and we're not going to take it too seriously. And that's why I think I like it, because it's got that movement to it, which is really interesting.
Did you listen to it on vinyl when you played it back to yourself?
I did. I listened to it on this very vinyl right here. Yeah.
Okay. I used to own the vinyl, but I haven't had that for a while. I listened on Spotify. I don't know if the mix was right or what it was, but there's something about the Spotify version that I didn't really enjoy.
There's 3 versions on there, as far as I can tell. There's the original mix, the 2012 mix, and the 2012 remaster. And
I listened to the 2012 remaster.
Yeah, and I noticed that version does bring a lot more stuff out, and it's very sort of there's bits in the vinyl version. Like I did play both. I listened to the Spotify version and the vinyl version to prepare for this. And I did notice the Spotify version was clearer. And I think that was the problem with it. It was too clear on the MP3. And when you've got vinyl and you've got a little bit more warmth and a little bit more blur, it doesn't sound like, you're right, some bits poke out a little bit too much.
Yeah. I think there's, I wrote in my notes that the mix didn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
It was particularly with the guitars, they seemed too forward.
Yeah,
the mix, and that kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, sometimes they can clean it up too much. That's what they can clean it too much as well. But it's my favorite Jackson track. I used to play it quite a lot when I was DJing, and it used to work really well. Unfortunately, talking of Jackson for the moment, I was both working DJing when both Jackson and Amy Winehouse passed away. That when I was itching the DJ booth when the news came through, and it was one of those like, and it's one of those things where you go, oh, blimey, you know what I mean? Like we just. But it took a minute to think, Michael Jackson's just gone. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. And then I remember, I'm going to go on just a quick story tangent now. No, but that's why we're here. Anyway, I remember, so there's me and my 3 mates, and we lived in the same house, and we used to DJ 3 different clubs. So every night we can go out. Anyway, so one of the nights I was DJing, and I was doing a floor where you can play cheesy music, if you like, if that's what you want to call it. And I played the same stuff quite a bit. I played something different, and I played Black or White. And it was one of those things where I cut the bit out with the guitar. They're doing it with the kid going, yeah, eat this. Like that, after that, it goes, do that bit. I literally cut it from that. I remember I mixed it, I queued it up, got it ready. I thought, we'll just, the room was quite full. I thought, this will work or it won't. And I hit the play button. And as soon as it went, the whole room just exploded. They exploded. And it was just, I'd never seen anything like it. They were insane for that song. And it's as if they'd never heard it in 20 years or something. And I just played it all of a sudden. And they just went crazy for that song. And that's my 2 Michael Jackson moments that I really cherish. And it was just amazing. Like just some song I thought, I'll try that. And Black or White evidently was the one. Anyway, to cut a long story short, 3 or 4 days later, I'm at with my mate. He's DJing, and then of course, all of a sudden he plays Black or White, and the room goes mental. And I look at him, and he looks at me and just goes, Sorry. Like he knows he's nicked it off me. Because he was standing behind me when I played it, and he must have thought, I love that one.
But that's the magic of Michael, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was able to just get everybody up and dancing.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic performer.
And yet again, going back to what we were talking about with the sound quality there, when I used to play The Way You Make Me Feel through a proper big club system, that's when it always made the most sense. When it was really, really loud in a big area, you really felt the bass, you could literally feel that move in your chest and your shirt and your clothes, and I think that was the power of that song. That rhythm was the way it just kept moved along. And brilliant. That's my favorite Jackson song, without a doubt. I think it's amazing.
It's a very, very good song.
We're now on to Speed Demon, the third track on the album. Now, me and Andy decided when we were going to do a video series about these albums, no matter what album it was or who it was, we were going to be completely honest to you, the listener and the viewer, because we don't want to lie to you, because we want you to get a sense of who we are, and we want a sense of who you are. So by us telling the truth, if we like something, don't like something, I think that's only fair. And you can hit us up in the comments and disagree and agree. And that's what music's about. It's beautiful. If you don't disagree, if you disagree with us, that's fair enough. You have the right to say, I disagree. And we're all still friends. It doesn't matter. It's just music.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, Speed Demon is the third track on this album. And I don't like this song in particular. I don't see the point of it. It was used in the Moonwalker film where Mike Jackson was like dressed in disguise and he went around. And I mean, the bass line's pretty good. And I think you have to get to the chorus before it's enjoyable. I don't know. I just don't like this song. I just don't think it's of his quality. What do you think, Andy?
I really think it's filler in the album. It's not particularly good. I don't understand really lyrically what it's trying to say. I can't see a lot of positive about it, to be honest.
So apparently he recorded many demos for the Bad album and songs. If you're on Spotify, we'll put a link in the description for you. There's the 25th edition remaster, and it's got a lot of demo version songs that didn't make it onto the album. Now I was playing through them because I wanted to get a sense of what was missing, and there was a wonderful track called Free, which I think should have been there instead of Speed Demon. And it's basically a really cool vocal song with a lot of overdubs, and it's a really, really cool song. And I think that would have been the better song. I think if you'd done The Way You Make Me Feel Free, and then the next track, it would have had a bit more of a nicer flow to it. I mean, maybe they put this on the album because of the Moonwalker movie. Maybe it's all to tie it all in to make it, featured on the movie, and then the movie because they featured on the album. Maybe it was a marketing thing, or I don't get this song. I don't get what it is. I mean, it's...
No. Jackson was very good at marketing, and you're probably right. It was all tied in to each other.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments what your opinion is on it, because we'd love to know as well. Because if you're a Jackson fan and we've just missed the point on this, we'd love to know as well. Let us know when we're wrong and when we're right, because that's what it's all about, this channel. It's about talking about music. So, but be nice.
For the record,
yeah,
I am a huge Michael Jackson fan.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't sound like it at the moment, but no, I actually am.
No, it's true. It's true. But you got to be honest about these things, haven't you? It's what it's about. Okay, so we're up to Liberian Girl, which is a lovely song. Really, really interesting. It opens with Swahili, a chant in Swahili, which means I love you too, or want you to, my love. And you've got a lot of African-inspired instruments in it as well. And also, the video is a really strange one. I do remember it's where he's moving around. There's a camera and there's a load of celebrities going, where's Michael?
Yeah, lots of celebrities, yeah.
Yeah, and it's, if anything, like this is a great showcase of Jackson's vocal talent, I think. This song's a wonderful version of this. If we're tying it all together, I don't see the point of the video, because I think the song's fantastic, but the video doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I just love the way it's just such a smooth song. His harmonies and his counter harmonies on that are absolutely beautiful as well.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites on this album. Even this really does stand the test time. This song is very, very good. I've put down that it's softer and more melodic than what's come prior to it, and the vocals are just butter. They're so smooth. When I was 12, 13 years old and this record came out, I didn't really know what a Liberian girl was. So I kind of wondered why Michael liked girls that read books.
Yeah, Liberian.
You know, I don't know. It's a really good song. I really love. I like Michael doing love songs. I do. I think his voice is well suited to it. Through the Motown times, a lot of the good stuff was more lovey.
Who's Loving You being one?
Yeah, there's a lot of really, really good stuff, and this as a love song is right up there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And like I say, it's nice that they're using different instruments to make that song like a pop song as well. It's futuristic at the same time. It's got a lovely mix of everything, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good song. Really good.
This album, like, we're going to go into the next track. But like you say, this album to me, like, I've not played their whole album in a long time, but I did play the hits off of it. And maybe this is the problem, that I'm so used to the hits that anything else that isn't the hits kind of fall flat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And so the next track is Just Good Friends, which is obviously a duet with Stevie Wonder. And they're sort of a woman's playing both of them. And I found it the most underwhelming song on the entire album. And
more filler.
Yeah, to me, you've got Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder, two of the greatest singers of all time. And it's just, it was considered a weak track of the critics by the time as well. And I can't disagree with that. I just think it's not... What did they do? You got the two greatest vocalists of all time, and you've just done that with it. Surely someone should have said, "Hang on, boys, you're way better than this. What are you doing?" You know what I mean? It needed to be something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I really do think it should have been something else. This, interestingly, was a song that I performed at a talent contest, a holiday camp, with a friend of mine. We were 13, 14 years old. We did this duet with me playing the Stevie Wonder and he was Michael. We had this dance routine and all sorts going on, right? And anybody who knows me knows that I'm a superb dancer. No, really? Really? I am. Right? But it was just so much fun to do. The song itself, not particularly good, but it holds fond memories for me.
Yeah.
So doing this thing with me mate, a couple of ungainly teens doing this song and dance. We came second.
Wow, well done.
Yeah, behind a 6-year-old who did this little song and dance. So you make of that what you will.
That's great. I just found it really, really underwhelming. You know, you've got these two powerhouses doing a duet, which you figure they would have just done better. So you had Say off Thriller, which is a fantastic duet, an absolute powerhouse. And then we'll take it a little bit to the side there. You've got Ebony and Ivory with Macca again. Another, some say cheesy, I think it's great. Another powerhouse pair of vocals doing that. And then you get this off this album. And it's like, what was the point? There was no point, you know what I mean? It's
just two names.
Yeah. It seems, it seems to be another way of just selling it. Maybe I don't. I feel like I'm really hating on this album, and I don't mean to, because when this album hits hard, it really hits hard. But when it doesn't, it just doesn't bother, in my opinion. And it
falls flat at paces.
Yeah, and it's a real shame. Okay, we'll move on because I could just talk about. I don't know that song all the time. Anyway, you got Another Part of Me, which is track 6 off the album. It's about unity, peace, spiritual, and connection. It was featured in a 3D Disney attraction called Captain EO. And it became a staple in Jackson's live performances as well. And it's funky and upbeat. We're sending out a major love. Yeah, talking to the world. You know what I mean? Trying to bring the world together, unity as well. Yet again, another song. So you've got, let's have a look. Bad, big hitter. The Way You Make Me Feel, big hitter. Speed Demon, okay. Liberian Girl, brilliant. Jessica's Friend, falls a bit flat in my opinion. Another Part of Me, absolute banger. And I think the B side of this album is better than the A side. And I don't know. 100%. And I don't know if they did that by design, but I would have moved The Way You Make Me Feel over onto the B side and move something over onto the A side just to make the B side even better. But yeah, Another Part of Me, the drums absolutely smash. The music just grabs your attention. Da, 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 da. It's that hammering home again of like the attention it's trying to give you as well. And to me, this is when the album starts to get stronger from this side onwards. And this album starts that. This single starts that.
Yeah, it sure does. There's not a lot really you can say about it lyrically. It's global unity. This is what Michael is. He talks a lot about it throughout the rest of his career. Musically, like you say, it's a banger. As far as me as a kid, I would like to dance around to it. I enjoyed it heavily. It's a great song.
Yeah, it just seems like yeah, you know, like we were saying just now, it's either hitting you in the face, these tracks, or they're just leaving you alone. And this one definitely hits you in the face. It's wonderful. And it's a fantastic track. Coming up now, we've got a song which surprisingly became a massive, massive hit after Michael died, especially in the DJing world. Like when like I said, I was there when Michael passed away, and then I played Black and White every now and again. But then you would drop this song, Man in the Mirror, and you know the place would go crazy. Yeah, it's a slow ballad. It's got a choir in it as well. It's got real footage of humanitarian crises as well. And he says, I want to make the world a better place. Look at yourself and make a change. He's telling you to change to make the world better. So a personal message to you as well. The choir is amazing. And I just love those sort of do, 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 at the start, that sort of falling down. So music metaphors there is we're all falling down as well as just, but beautifully as well. And I just think it's such a lovely song. It's so interesting as well. What do you think about it?
I really love it. It's the song that I think of when I think of Michael Jackson. This one is a beautiful song. Such powerful lyrics. It's a powerful message as well. The one that I used to sing dancing around the room all the time.
It's great, isn't it? I mean, it's interesting that it became such a big hit in the nightclubs after Michael had passed, because it's such a slow song. You figure it would have been Off the Wall that would have been the one that everybody wanted to hear, or The Way You Make Me Feel, or you could probably Thriller Anytime and everyone would go mad for that. But it's just such a strange song to be the one that became like the go-to for Jackson at that point. It's just really, really strange. It's not taken away from the song. It's just you figure it would have been something faster if you're in a nightclub and you want to dance.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but like I was saying, this is a song that I think of if you say Michael Jackson to me, that's what I think of. Okay,
so it's more Michael Jackson anthemic, personal relation, is what you're saying. I
think so.
It's got that sort of thing as well, yeah. Okay, so we're on to another ballad with Saida Garrett. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And it's I Just Can't Stop Loving You. And it's the first one off the Bad album to reach number one in the Billboard Top 100 chart. Apparently, it's originally for Barbra Streisand and Whitney Houston, but they both declined it. That's insane. And apparently, it had an intimate spoken intro, but they took it off on some versions as well. This is a ballad. This is a ballad and a half, isn't it? And the duet part is just absolutely wonderful. Wonderful the way they blend the two. Reminds me of later on you got Keep It in the Closet. And you had that sort of mixing of Michael and a female vocal on that, and they did it again on this. This is a real ballad.
This is a banger. This is an absolute belter of a song. It's one of those when you listen to it, you can actually feel the emotion coming out of the speakers.
Yeah,
it's just so good.
Yeah,
it's such a good song.
It's just, yeah. I mean. Yeah, when you pair Michael with a female vocal, you always get a really different version of his voice as well. It's like it becomes more intimate when he's singing with a female vocalist. And don't get me wrong, they probably didn't sing at the same time, but you do get the impression that he genuinely is trying to love this lady vocalist that he's singing to. And I think that's what you get from that. You get that sort of real Michael Jackson loving side coming out. Because you can say you love someone, but when you then sing it and you're purveying the emotion, I think that really, really shows it. And it's what I like about the song is it's quite casual at the start. It's quite a casual sort of, yeah, life's fine, it was all good, and then it's like, yeah, but I just can't stop loving you. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like it doesn't matter what I do, I'm still stuck. And that's what I like about that, I think.
Yeah, it's a true expression.
Yeah, it's a great track. So we're up to Dirty Diana now, which is number 9. Interestingly, the themes are groupies, temptation, and betrayal. And it features a guitar solo from Steve Stevens, who was Billy Idol's guitarist. He was absolutely amazing as well. Jackson said the character was fictional, but not about Diana Ross, who's his mate. And apparently it's one of his darkest and rawest songs compared to Beat It. Now, what's interesting, I was listening to Super Freak by Rick James a couple of days before, and it reminds me of that song because of the context. And he even says she likes the boys in the band, which is the first one of the lines in Super Freak by Rick James. Yeah, so it makes me wonder if it's a sort of sly nod to Rick James as well, like another soul artist. And maybe that's the inspiration between that song and maybe Rick James. I could be completely wrong, but when you look at the two parts together, it seems to shuffle together.
It's not beyond the realms, is it? So yeah, this is a harder sound than anything else on this album. It's so guitar driven, so almost a heavy metal sound coming through it as well. It's a good lyric. I don't know much.
I mean, I remember at the time people were saying, is it related to Princess Diana? Because obviously Princess Diana was around and living in the palace, and they said, is it about her? And so I remember there was that sort of paper connotation, because the name fits, it must be true. You had a lot of that going on, didn't you? But yeah, it's a hard song for Michael Jackson because, like you say, there's a lot of Steve Stevens is a fantastic guitar player, so he's just going for it like he would do. Like Eddie Van Halen went for it on Beat It, and people just went for it, didn't they, when they played on a Jackson track? And you get Steve Lukather, he played on one as well, but I can't remember which one it is now. But yeah, so you get those. It's a very hard and rock song for Jackson. Yeah, again, it's an okay song. I think it's okay. I don't think I've got it. Like when I do if we were doing this album, on my Spotify playlist, it's The Way You Make Me Feel, Liberian Girl, Another Part of Me, Man in the Mirror, Can't Stop Loving You. I'd skip this one and then I'd have the next track. So it's not one of those ones that I would actually have on my iPod to listen to. But when I did hear it again on the vinyl, it was a nice pleasure to hear it again. It's one of those sorts of things. But yeah, again, another song that Jackson always seemed to write songs that had a message or a point, and this is another one that sort of didn't have it, only because I think it's about groupies and it's about all that sort of thing, and you never knew Michael Jackson for that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, it kind of didn't fit who he was as a man. I think that's what threw me out about it. Maybe
I don't think it met the image that we all had of Michael. You're right. I'm sure there was that in the background, but it's not the image that he put out to the world. He was, I think the stuff that really touches what he's all about is the man in the mirror, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like some songs are the close to the bone songs, and the other songs are the push you away songs. And this is the push you away song. Like, it's heavy, it's rocky. It's like, go over there now. You've had a bit of me. Now you've got to go. Because you've gone from I Just Can't Stop Loving You to Dirty Diana. So he's almost exposed his feelings and gone, right, now go away. I mean, like, it's kind of, that's close enough. Thank you very much. And he's sort of pushed himself away kind of thing. Great song. But yet again, just okay, in my opinion. I think it's just okay. I don't think it's amazing. But it was nice to hear it again. Anyway, we're on to the next track. The last one already. We're already on the last track. Look at this. And originally it was part of the Al Capone demo is what it was called. Now, like I was saying earlier, on the Spotify version of the 25th anniversary remaster, there is this song called Al Capone, which is what Smooth Criminal was taken from. And you can actually hear the demo version of Al Capone. And it's very, very similar. You can see he was like, that song's okay, but I think I'll just tweak it a bit and I'll make it Smooth Criminal. And it's really interesting to listen to. So we'll put links to all this stuff in the description of as well. It's about a woman that got attacked in an apartment, and Annie, are you okay became a pop culture catchphrase. Now, fans of Michael Jackson, you hit us up in the comments and let us know if this is true. I got told a long time ago, Michael Jackson was learning first aid and CPR. And they're called Annie dolls. And you have to say, are you okay? Like when you approach the doll, you have to say, are you okay? And you have to pat it as part of first aid. You would do a call and response. And I got told he was learning it at the time, and it's Annie, are you okay? And he was basically talking to a first aid doll. And that's where the line came from. Now, if you know if this is fact or fiction, definitely hit us up in the comments because I'd love to know as well.
Yeah,
anyway,
so
but it's a fantastic, fantastic track. You've got the call to attention again. Ow! And you go, so you got that wonderful programming. And again, I think Greg Philagaines programmed a lot of that sort of stuff. And he played a lot live as well. So I think he programmed and played live over the top. And it's got a lovely shuffling rhythm as well. And the video is fantastic. It was in the white suit, the iconic white suit and all that sort of stuff. And he throws the coin and all that sort of business. It's amazing that this, like I said, I've not played the album in a long while. And this is the last track on the album. And I thought it was the first track on the album. I thought it was the other way around. I had no clue. I thought Smooth Criminal opened side 1 and Bad finished side 2. I thought Bad was the last one. So yeah, I've got that wrong somewhere. But it's such an interesting track. Is it a favourite, Andy? Do you like it? Do you not like it? You're impartial?
I love the video. I think the video is fantastic. It's all that, like you say, the gangster imagery. The dancing in that video is second to none. It's brilliant. The move where he does the lean forward, and all that, mesmerised me for years. How's he done it? You know, it's I found out later how he done it, but it's still very good to look at. It's very clever. Song-wise, I think it's okay. I think it's an okay track.
Yeah.
But as with a lot of Michael Jackson stuff, it's about the videos. The whole expectation from Michael Jackson and the hype was centered around those videos and the video releases. When they came out, people would wait up late into the night just to watch that video because you knew something special was likely to happen. And this was special. Yeah. This was a special video. Really, really good. And still today, as a song, it still stands up.
Yeah.
It's a very good track. I think the album as a whole is kind of stuck in the 80s. There's a lot of synthesized stuff going on. It's difficult to try and drag it into the modern day. But some of the tracks, Man in the Mirror, Smooth Criminal, The Way You Make Me Feel, they can be pulled into today very easily. But a lot of it, there's too much synthesizer for me.
That's why I love it, though. That's why I love it.
It's of the day.
I love that,
it hasn't aged particularly well.
I just love the synthesizers, and you know, when you got like the DX7s and all that, and the Fairlights, I love all that stuff. That's literally where I live. I think it's for me, it's perfect because of that. But I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I mean, in Smooth Criminal in particular, I love the build to the bridge when he goes, and then the guitar comes in, and you got that snare that's just smashing its way through, and then you get the whoa, whoa, and that's when you kind of go, bloody hell! I mean, like, it literally just pins you back. Like when you get to that bridge part of Smooth Criminal, that's when that really is like, that is amazing. Yeah, I mean, like, it literally just is like a motorbike revving to me, and it just goes, rah, and then when you get to that bridge, that's when you really have to hold on because you're going to get lost otherwise. And to me, it's just the pure power of that mixing, that playing, and that he's like shouting at you as well, and then it's and here you will, okay, and it's just the whole package part of that is. You could just take that one little bit and play it to me on a loop for 3 minutes, and I'll be well happy. It's just, you know, that's how good that little part is. I mean, the whole song's brilliant, but just that way they do that sort of it's called call and response, isn't it? You call on a track and then you answer it. It's like attack and release, and then that release on that bit is unbelievable, like just absolutely brilliant. And I would defy anybody to sit still through that song and get to that part and not move a single part of your body, whether it's your toe or your finger or your nodding. I don't think it would be possible. I genuinely don't think it would be possible.
Yeah, it can't be done.
Andy's expert opinion. Can't be done. Okay, so we're going to be looking at other Michael Jackson albums in this series as well. Let us know in the comments what your favourite Jackson album is. Let us know what your favourite track is as well. We'd love to know in the comments. We're going to quickly talk about the artwork. It's quite sparse for what it is, isn't it? It's just Jackson with Bad and on the back as well, you know, he's just, and then with his arms folded. It's quite a basic album, you know, pure white as well. Him just dancing inside as well. You got him dancing in some figures as well. Weird Al Yankovic did an album, a parody of it, and called it Even Worse. That was his version of it, with the same writing and the same jacket and stuff like that. So yeah, again, he's going for, you know, off the wall. He's got his disco suit on. Thriller, he's got a lovely sort of velvety white suit, and then this is where he gets tough. You know what I mean?
It's edgy.
Yeah, it's the edgy Jackson, isn't it? It's the sort of like, you thought I'm this way, but I'm actually this way. This is where things turn for him, I think. And I think that's why the cover's so striking. I mean, like, I've got a lot of vinyls on my wall just in frames because I won't play them. I just got them as pieces of art. And I think you could put this up as a piece of art and get away with it. Yeah. So I think you could do that. I think the artwork on it is amazing as well. And I just think it's a great album. So, Andy, in the top, we're going for the top 100 records of all time. Where would you place this album? Would it be in the top 50 or the lower 50?
The lower, I think. I think it doesn't quite hit the levels that Thriller does.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's some filler in it. It's aged pretty poorly, in my opinion. But it's got some great parts as well. Would I put it higher? No. It's again another one that's going to be in the bottom quarter if it makes it at all.
Okay. Well, Jackson fans, let us know. Is it your favourite album? Where would you put it in the top 100 records? We'd love to know your opinion on it as well, where you're going to put it. And so we're going to look into more Jackson soon, and we've got plenty more to come. So like and subscribe, because we definitely need your love and support for our little dive into records. And if there's any record you feel you want us to look at as well, hit us up in the comments to let us know about it. We had one about Billie Eilish the other day, so that might be one we might have to do. To be fair, Andy, that was your daughter, but but yeah, so we're going to look at all sorts of music. So hit us up in the comments. We've got some really interesting albums to look at over the rest of the year, and we've already got some we're working on, but we love to get a random one out of the blue that we've not even thought of, because that could be really interesting, and you'll get a lovely little credit on the corner all the way through the video saying you gave us the idea as well, so you get a bit of that as well. It's been interesting chatting about this. Andy, thanks for joining us, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, Will.
Laters, love and peace.